In this video, we're going to cover when you should follow up and when you should broadcast. Now, when it comes to knowing when you should follow up and when you should broadcast, it really is quite simple. Now, firstly, follow-ups should always be used for your lists, for your prospect lists and your customer lists. So basically, whenever you start to build your list, you should always have follow-ups in place with people that join your list that have not yet purchased anything, and also for your actual customers that have purchased one of your products, you also need to create follow-ups for those people as well. Now, when it comes to broadcasts, there are 3 different times when you can use broadcasts. The first one is if you've got anything important to say to your list or any of your customers or any of your prospects. So broadcasts can be sent out as well as your follow-ups. So what will happen is you'll have your follow-up sequence in place, and then if you send a broadcast, that will go out as well as all of your follow-ups. Okay, that won't affect any of your follow-up messages. That will just be an additional message that gets sent out to your lists. So that's the first one. You can send a broadcast out if you have anything important to say. The second one is if you have any new content that you want to send any of your customers or your subscribers to. So for instance, say if you just created a new blog post, and that would be highly relevant to particular segments of your list. You can then send a broadcast out and you can email certain segments of your list and send them to a new blog post or some new content or a new video that you've just created which you think your list would really like. So that's like another time that you can send a broadcast. And the third time is, of course, if you want to do a promotion. Now, if you have a product that you want to promote to your list or different segments of your list, then you can just send a broadcast out. And this is how you can do promotions to your list. You just basically create a broadcast and then you send it out, and you can actually select which lists that you want that broadcast to be sent out to. So say if you've got about 10 different lists, you can send a promotion to all of those lists if you like, or you can just segment it, or you can just select certain lists that you only want that promotional email to be sent out to. So that's pretty much when you should follow up and when to broadcast. So follow up should be used for your prospects and your customer lists. You should already have your sequence in place, so your follow-ups automatically take over once people join your list. And for broadcasts, they should be used if you have anything important to say to any of your lists, and also if you have any new blog posts and any new content that you want to share with your list, you can also send a broadcast for that. And lastly, if you want to do a promotion to your list, then you can of course create a broadcast and send that to your list. Now, those are the main ways that you can use to broadcast. However, if there is anything else that you want to inform your list about, then by all means use the broadcast feature, but obviously don't abuse it, because this will go out over the top of any of your follow-up messages. Okay, this will go out in addition. So you don't want to be sending too many broadcasts out. I always be very careful when I broadcast to my lists. Okay, so you don't want to be abusing that feature too much. So have your follow-ups in place, but at the same time, if you have anything important to say or any promotion that you want to do, or basically anything that you want to inform your list about, then just use the broadcast feature.